Are you filming a movie about the original gangster of the boat business? You got the right guy.
Welcome to the next episode of Short Stories. We've just touched down in the US. We're here for the next 2 weeks. We've got a jam-packed schedule while we're here. We're starting the trip at the Grady Dealer Conference in North Carolina, so we're there for 3 days. And we shoot up to see Viking in Valhalla. We've got a big 58 that's in production up there. Head down to Orlando to see Regal. And then there's one other dealership that we're really excited about. Then we finish the trip going down to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. We really look forward to these trips. It's a really good opportunity for us to get back over here and continue to build and strengthen the relationships that we have. It's good to see the latest trends and products, but it's also just a good opportunity for us to immerse ourselves in the businesses that are really leading the industry and, take what we can from those businesses back to Short Marine to continue to try and build a better business. So we're kicking off the trip at North Carolina, the Grady Dealer Conference. Those guys are like family there.
It really is awesome to look out there and see our Grady White family.
We just wrapped up the Grady Dealer Conference. It was an incredible few days. We got to see a few new models that were there. We got to network with other dealers, reconnect with the people at Grady White, and we managed to win the International Dealer of the Year award. So next stop, Dave and I are heading south. We're going to Quality Boats down in Florida. We're America's #1 dealer. And then Ryan's heading north to go and see Viking in Valhalla. So yeah, should be fun.
Took the drive down here this morning. This is my 4th visit to the factory and it's an incredible experience. Aside from the fact we love spending time with this guy, it's good. Be able to relay back to our customers where their boat's at or see different things that we can suggest.
Being as far away as Australian customers are, it's good to have them come here and actually visit the factory, see the boats in progress.
The biggest thing which people don't realise until you come here is the scale of this place. The attention to detail. 99% of the work's done in-house. There's a reason why they're the leading boat manufacturer in the world. The average boat they're building 64 foot now, building 70 plus Vikings and over 100 Valhallas a year, and there's nothing like it in Australia or near Australia. We're currently standing next to a Viking 58 convertible.
Favorite part, for me anyway, at least here, is I get to point out the little things, the wiring throughout the boat with the labels, all the way to the very end when we invite them back for a QC final process so they can see their boat. And then even coming down to Riviera Beach for the VIP shows, just to interact with, ourselves, the owners, see all the vendors firsthand. That's how you build good relationships, and that's all part of building a better boat every day.
Best way to get on board is not only to get out on the boats, but get here and see how they're all put together. And every time we come here, there's something new and something better, and that's why we love being part of the Viking family.
We've been building our Valhalla products here, which has been extremely exciting. To kick the door down with 3 models was very exceptional. Goes to show the kind of talent that we have, under this roof.
The demand now is huge. It's great. How many Valhallas are you doing now?
We are just north of 100. We've got a series of 5 different stations here. Just to put some things into perspective, our new Gretna facility, that's just under 1 million square feet. This is 250,000. We've got all of our different console molds on a rotisserie. It just allows for them to work more efficiently and more comfortable. We've developed such a really nice culture here. It's about the people. It's the major key to the whole foundation of this company is our people.
Got a new Customers V41 that's just gone into production.
This is perfect timing. It's right there in the oven. There she is.
Yeah, right.
That's her. So Ryan, you can see we've already sprayed our gel coat here into the mold for our 41. We've started to add some of our coring. You can see we've got the pockets for the bow thrusters. But we are a hand-laid hull here at Viking, and really helps with the aesthetics and the overall finish, which we're very proud of. We've gotten so good at doing our hand-laid lamination, and we use these different paint rollers. In the past, we've done a resin-infused hull and then a hand-laid application hull. There was a difference in weight of 50 pounds. So our guys are doing such a good job at getting the excess resin, out of the part with those paint rollers.
Very lucky to get over here and see the process.
Just as big of a treat for us as it is our customers. I mean, we absolutely love, having our buyers come in and allow us to build them, the boat of their dreams. We're offering a service that you don't have to have, You have to have a car, you have to have a house. You don't have to have a Valhalla, but they buy it because they want it. And so we're gonna show them the greatest experience of building a vessel. We provide a service for our customers to go out and have fun. There's nothing out there quite like this. We've never had a presence in Australia. It's a credit to you and your brother, and it's great to be a partner.
So we just pulled up here at Quality Boats in Florida. We were lucky enough to meet David Bear, who's the owner of Quality Boats, at the Grady Dealer Conference the other day. And yeah, it was one of the focuses for us this trip, to see some of the top dealerships, to see how they go about doing things so that we can, look at bringing them back to Short Marine and continue to enhance our customer experience. And David's won multiple times the Dealer of the Year. He's ranked #1 in the world for Regal Boats, for Tierra, for Pursuit Boats, and he managed to get second this year for Grady White Boats. It's him and his brother who run the business, so it is very similar to Ryan and I. He's been kind enough to give us some time today, and so we're really looking forward to just finding more about what makes them so special.
Are you filming a movie about the original gangster of the boat business? He's got the right guy.
Yeah. I think new boats have to be new, and used boats need to be clean. New boats can't be clean. New boats need to be new. You know what I mean?
No, I love that. Yeah.
We did 475 boats last year company-wide. We did about 250 boats out of the store. To me, this is a career. You treat it as a job, you're gonna get out of the job. I don't think there's any magic to it. I think that there's a big thing about execution. It's a matter of not just sending the email to the guy or a text, but making it personal. Just realizing that guy's shopping. Thanks for coming in today. Time's your most important thing. We're so appreciative you spent a little bit of time to come to the best dealership. I will not let you down. Buck stops here. I work for you. It's all about memories, right? These people already have everything. When they're on the boat, make a calendar for them so they have pictures every month, You're going to an NFL game on Sunday, and this is the NFL. This isn't Little League Baseball, and everybody gets a trophy. If we never sold a boat tomorrow, I think our competition would be just fine. And we're in the boat business here. Yeah.
Wow. We went in there hopefully to get a couple of takeaways, and it was dead set like drinking through a fire hose. He took us through everything from their sales process and what that looks like, to how they manage their team, how the after-sales service looks, just the emphasis that he put on the customer experience and building a genuine relationship. One of the things that also stood out was around his mentality, and that he approaches everything in the business around that NFL standard. For him to give us that amount of time, something we're extremely grateful for. Aside from all of the strategy and the tactics, we were sharing some of our Grady White, different stories that we have, and the length that they go to just to make us and ultimately the end customer feel special. It's just mind-blowing, and it's something that, reflecting on, especially after the dealer conference, made us feel even more grateful for the relationship and for the partnership that we have with Grady White. Next stop, we're heading to Orlando and meeting the guys at the Regal factory.
Just finishing off some final prep for our meeting with Regal today. When we were looking at our product lineup, there was a gap there, and Bow Rider's the second most popular boat in Australia behind Center Console. So it really made sense for us to partner with a brand like Regal. They're really reputable, they've been around for 60 years or so. It's our first time going to the factory. Looking forward to meeting with the owners, having a full walkthrough, and no doubt there's going to be plenty for us to take away.
So we're just walking through the factory, and we've actually just bumped into one of our Regal 38 SAVs that we currently have on order. It's due to finish at the end of next month. We've got the hull here, we've got the deck just over here behind us. We've also got the upholstery just wrapped off to the side there too, which you got a really nice customised finish on that. So it's good to see that in person, snap some photos, and the customer will be happy to see them. They dug this lake out, and because we're here in Orlando, apparently once you dig below a certain level, it just fills. It's about almost a 2-kilometre strip of water that they can get up to 50 knots in, where they, test and run all their boats before they get them ready to ship. It's pretty cool, all on site. So we've just gotten back from Regal Boats. It was really good and exciting to talk about how we can replicate the success that they have here in America, in Australia, and particularly in Queensland. One of the biggest things that really hit me in the car as we were driving home was the similarities that I'm now seeing between these great companies. That common ingredient, to build a really good business is placing that emphasis on the culture, and it's a culture that's not just focused on delivering a really good customer experience, but one that's also just as equally focused on building the people within the business. And it's just something we're very aligned on already, but it's something we're going to continue to direct a lot of focus and energy over the next few years as we continue to build Short Marine. We're at the Hyatt Regency here in Sarasota, and we're here to visit Chris-Craft to discuss a potential dealership opportunity for us up in Queensland. Chris-Craft, they're such a iconic and prestigious brand in the industry. Their boats are just beautiful. Their quality and attention to detail is just on a whole nother level. So the opportunity came up for us to be introduced to Steve Heese, who's the CEO, earlier this year at the Sydney Boat Show. He spent some time in Australia, 15, 20 years ago, and knew our dad well. Used to sail against him, and he mentioned he'd been to the show the last few years, and he's really seen the growth and the evolution of Short Marine, and he was really impressed with what he saw. It was pretty cool for us to hear. So the Chris-Craft boats and the buyer are really very different from the other brands that we represent, and they really fill a gap for a buyer that we don't yet have a solution for. So we're heading to the factory. We've got some meetings first up, and we're doing a factory tour, and then we're coming back down here to get on some boats, do some sea trials, and then they're taking us out for a sunset cruise. So yeah, cannot wait.
So we'll start our tour.
Most of the staff members been here for 10 years plus.
A lot of the team members that we have been here a long time. There's such a passion of building the world's best boats. It just makes people proud of what they do every day. The horn honks every time we finish a boat out here, and everyone applauds. There's an esprit de corps that is very special about our team here, and I'm honored to work with them every day. We're doing it right, and that's the mission. This is our interior upholstery shop. And these ladies are amazing. That's Tutao. She's getting an award for perfect attendance. How many years have you had perfect attendance?
20 years, every year.
Every year. The secret is not really the material, it's in the people. We have our upholstery custom built for us. It's called a beluga grain. It's very durable. It feels like leather, and it's important to us that it feels that way. So we have more color combinations than any other brand. Stitching is important to us. We have a lot of different colors of stitching and a lot of different color combinations to our upholstery because our customer likes to literally custom make their boat. Now our wire shop, we build the wiring harnesses in-house. This is something that's really unique, and you can see the wiring table over here. So you see how it's screen printed on the wire itself, like an aircraft. It's a yacht quality in a runabout, again, something that we do that we take great pride in. You're seeing a lot of gray hull side, so none of the boats are gonna be gray. They're all gonna be painted. But painting is one of the last things we do. And so the finish on a Chris-Craft is impeccable. Every square inch of the hull side has been sanded with 320, then 600, and then 1200 to make sure it has a perfect finish. And then 5 coats of paint, 3 colors and 2 clears before it goes to the dealer. The reason why we paint versus gel coat is because everyone's gonna scratch their boat. Nobody's perfect driver. At least with paint, we can make it brand new again. These people love their boats. So, I mean, a Chris Craft's part of the family. They put a name on the back of it. When you open hatches, it's nice, clean, fiberglass, smooth, gel coat. As you see, things are overbuilt here. Our boats are more money because there's more put into them. This is the teak team. How you doing, John?
I'm all right.
What you doing?
This bend had a crack in it that just wasn't good enough.
How long have you worked at Chris Craft Boats?
In December, it'll be 22 years. Doing teak the whole time.
And why do you like doing the teak?
When these boats roll in here looking just like this one, and they roll out looking like that one up there with a full teak floor and all the teak covering boards and all that stuff, I love that. I love seeing that start to finish.
You do an amazing job. We appreciate what you do. You help it be nautical art, my brother.
One of the things that's stood out is how strong the mission is, and the reason employees been here for 20, 30 years, but they all just so obsessed about building the best quality boat. Like there's a right for working at Chris Craft.
We're stewards of the brand. We kind of have a responsibility to continue the legacy of building excellence. In boat building, there's a sea of sameness, and we're trying to stay above. I mean, Chris Craft, they're just different. My favorite saying that a customer told me, he says, you know what? Chris Crafts aren't for everyone. They're better than that. I have the best house. I have the best cars. I want the best. And he expects the best service as well. And that's what you guys offer, is such an amazing reputation. You guys ready to go boating? Let's go play with some on the water.
We've just arrived here at Fort Lauderdale. It's the first day of the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. It's the biggest boat show in the world. All our brands are here, at least all of our American brands. We've got Grady White, Viking, Valhalla, Regal, and also now Chris Craft. Yeah, just really looking forward to get down there, see what's happening, see what other people are doing, and see what ideas we can bring back to Australia. We've just arrived back into Australia, back into the office. You know, the long flight was really good for us. It gave us a lot of time to reflect on the trip in general, and you know, out of all the trips we've done, I'd probably say that this was one of, if not the most, valuable trip for us. To be able to see behind the scenes, behind companies that have been really leading our industry for the last 4 to 5 decades was really pretty special. So we're looking forward to sharing these insights with the team and just finishing the year really strong.